everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about new skincare lines and products that I have been looking at. It's a good time of year actually, there's so many launches at the moment, and I have honed in on some that I have yet to try, but I'm impressed with the science and the content behind the products, and some that I've started trying and I'm really impressed with. So let's start. The first skincare line that I want to talk to you about is a brand called Cura, and lovely packaging actually, very pure white clean packaging. The line is stocked in Phoenix and you can buy online. It's considered or called bio-designed skincare, and it's an interesting point here. The founder, lovely lady, a biochemist called Susanne Kaufmann, very highly regarded, and in actual fact is somebody who makes skincare ranges for quite eminent surgeons, so she definitely knows what she's doing. And this range has been 15 years in the making. Bio-designed skincare because her belief is that one doesn't necessarily need to use natural or synthetic materials, but a combination of the two, therefore bio-designed. So there's an interesting science behind this and very interesting products. The product which I particularly like is called Youth Capture Serum, full of peptides, which are very necessary for molecular regeneration, skin regeneration. The line is clean, pure, scented. There's a lavender tea tree scent, almost ginger actually, coming out of this. It's very fresh, so and naturally fragranced. And if you like skincare that is not powerfully fragranced with any strong, overpowering synthetic scent, then I think you'd particularly like this. So the Youth Capture Serum is a favourite of mine, and then also the Complete Replenishing Oil. And this is gorgeous. There's a vanilla scent in this. It's a lightweight oil, or low molecular, I think. I'll double check. So it sinks in beautifully and doesn't overload the skin with too much product, but it really does do the job and totally hydrate. Now, what I'm also really interested about with this line is this little contraption, which is a rose quartz sculpting tool. Absolutely fascinating, and you can see here that there is in actual fact contours for every part of the face. So this smaller section here is used for massaging the brow bone and under eye area, and actually works perfectly. The larger scoop is used for forehead massage and chin, not chin, what am I talking about? Cheek. So you can get deep in under the cheekbone and literally scoop up. And this is a really good way for applying your products. The larger indentation section here is used for the jawline, sculpting the jawline. Now, interestingly, a very eminent dermatologist, plastic surgeon, I believe, is quoted as saying that he actually would see 80% fewer clients if people massage their skin with something similar to this. So facial massage is considered an absolute must, and this has revolutionized this for me actually, because it's so easy, and it's great for applying your products as well. You don't use as much product because you're actually letting it sink in with this. So I'll watch the news at 10 and just kind of sit and like sculpt away, and you can actually get quite lost in doing it. Doesn't require two hands, which facial massage often does actually. You sometimes need to sort of do one hand there and another there, and as I said, you actually just kind of get into the crevices and contours of your face. We hold an awful lot of tension here under the cheekbones and in our jaw area, because we tend to, you know, if we're feeling tense, we do clench our teeth. And letting these areas go with good massage is vital. And obviously, as this plastic surgeon said, obviously great anti-aging. So I would highly recommend this tool. I'm really enjoying using it. So that has been a real lovely discovery. Now another brand, which is also owned by a lovely lady, Susanne Kaufmann. She is an Austrian lady, and she has developed a skincare range which is all plant-based and natural. And I actually started to discover, before a launch I'm going to talk to you about, this really, really lovely duo for hands. And it is a hand scrub, which is obviously a exfoliant, and it's beautifully, smells just wonderful, really fresh, lovely blue colour. And this you massage into the backs of the hands. You don't need an awful lot, but it's so easy for hands to get dry, particularly around the cuticle of the nail. So using this on a daily basis, and then you literally put in as much or as little as you feel necessary, depending on how dry your hands are. You can take it right up to this part of the arm, and then rinse off, and it will foam off, and because there's an oil behind it, it leaves your hands feeling really, really nourished and moisturised. So after that, you'd think that would be enough, but there is also this wonderful hand serum, and it's just dreamy. It's absolutely designed to go straight on after and before a hand cream. So this is a nice little nighttime ritual, or in the morning actually, if you do manage to have time. Hands are really, really important. I know I always say when we're talking about skincare, extending it as down as low as you can here, and never forgetting the hands and the arms, shoulders, anywhere really that's on display. And the hands take a real knocking with UV damage and general dryness, you know, particularly if you're quite busy or hands-on domestically, as well as, you know, doing an office job, and most of us are, you know, we all juggle everything, and so you can be sat at a computer working all day or on your phone, but then kind of come home and do jobs, the usual laundry, dishwasher, cooking, and it all takes its toll on your hands. So it's an important thing to protect, and those products feel really, really quite, not only just nourishing, but they feel really, really luxurious and very special. So they're an absolute treat. So the next thing in the range, which is a new launch, which I'm very interested in, haven't yet started, but I've done my research and I can see that this is going to be a really good skin boost system. It's called the Pollution Skin Defense System, and it's a 15-day sort of high-powered serum packed with 3 different ingredients, so 5 days of each, in these lovely glass ampoules. And it's rather an old-fashioned way of doing things, but it's actually very effective because it feels very satisfying. You get exactly the right amount, you know what you're doing, you don't need to put more or less. So you use, ideally in the evening, 1 ampoule and break off and press into the skin, follow with whatever else you may need to. These are serums. The first week is vitamin C, and we all know about the benefits of vitamin C. I can't go on enough about vitamin C for brightening and reducing pigmentation and helping to encourage more collagen production. The following 5 days is a serum with the main basis being ectoin. Now, ectoin is a natural substance. I'm just going to check my notes here. It's quite interesting. A natural substance found in salt lakes and deserts. So it's a multifunctional active ingredient, and it's an amino acid derivative. So there's stress protection molecules. Now, the fact that it's found in salt lakes and deserts is the indicator as to why this is so important for skincare, because when these very, very harsh environments, I mean not just in salt lakes and deserts, but in ice and hot springs as well, you would think that these are such such alien atmospheres for any form of life to be able to survive because the temperatures are so extreme and so harsh. Yet there are forms of life, of plant life that exist, and they do so with the help of ectoin. So this is something which is very, very well known to benefit the skin in a huge way for protection, UV aggressors, UV radiation, and other aggressors that damage our skin. So you've got your first 5 days of your vitamin C, then your next 5 days of your ectoin, and then the final 5 days, these 5 ampoules contain Q10. Now Q10, again, it's something that if you're familiar with skincare, you'll know is a much applauded component of skincare. Q10 is something which is actually naturally found in our own skin, and it depletes with age. It's an antioxidant. The older we get, the less we produce of it. So by your 30s, you're actually generating an awful lot less. The thing about Q10 is it boosts skin repair and regeneration. It's a big antioxidant and very, very important for the skin. So I'm going to try these, but I'm actually going to wait till maybe the end of the summer, perhaps, when my skin's going to need a boost, because right now my routine feels quite on track. And I think these are so particular and particularly targeted for skin that maybe needs a little bit of extra help. But as I said, I've done my research. I'm very impressed. The range itself is stocked in. You can buy it on Net-a-Porter, and you can also buy online. Susanne Kaufmann. They stock in Liberty as well, and I'm not sure where else, but I will link it below. So those skincare lines, one is very much organic and plant-based. The other is this wonderful synergy of the two. And I thought it was interesting to see that they're both operated and run by ladies who are very knowledgeable, very powerful, and very passionate about their brand, and also really nice people as well. So it's actually really nice to do business with nice people. Now, the next product which I have decided that I really, really love is by Rodial. Now, Rodial, I tend to not necessarily have the best relationship with my skin and Rodial. They've had a couple of reactions to some of their products, but this is absolutely superb. It's their vitamin C Energising face mask, and it's the usual situation in a sachet, infused with all the serum, pack it on and press it in, keep it on as long as possible. They say 10 to 15 minutes. Your skin will be your skin will drink up as much of it as you can, as it will, within that 15-20 minutes period. Anything left over, just rub down onto your chest, onto your arms. Obviously goes without saying, don't waste it. This mask is really, really powerful. I've used that and felt immediate effect. Very, very brightening. I mean, literally really, really brightening. And they're nice to use and they smell great. So I'm actually very impressed with this one. Now, my other new obsession, I would say, is this product by Peter Thomas Roth, and these are Hyaluronic Cloud Hydra Gel eye patches. So they are literally what you would say, they're like mini masks for under the eyes, and they're not easy to get out actually. I've got there's a little tool here, but I think I must have left it in the bathroom. So you take one of these out, they're very like little fish or something, and they're infused. There's no real scent, but obviously you place under the eye and leave it be as long as possible, both eyes clearly, and it feels really, really hydrating and just so wonderful. Now these, again, you know, you can keep them on for as long as you can. You can't really kind of walk around with something like that on. You're going to have to kind of lean back a bit, but you know, if you're getting on with on your laptop at the end of the day and doing some emails or dealing with things on your phone, or lucky enough to be sitting down and relaxing and not leaning forward too much with your face, you could use those 2 or 3 times a week. They give an instant hydration and boost to the under eye area. Lifting, firming, obviously reducing any signs of dry lines, because that hyaluronic acid pump into the skin is really quite profound. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and leave me any comments below, and my next video I'm going to do some new products which are not skincare based but just makeup, because I've got some really fun, lovely new things, and I think at this time of year, yeah, we're wanting lighter, more spring-like colours and lighter formulations. Got some really interesting highlighters as well, so I will be just talking about that in my next video. So bye for now.